Shannon Tan's tee shot on the par 4, 315 metre par 4, or 318 as it 5 first. She's a great story. Moved over to Australia, I think at the age of 14, just said to her parents, I want to be a golfer, but you've got to move me to Australia. And to her parents' credit, talk about sacrifices that parents make. They did. Her dad actually got a graduate diploma in, I think it was golf management. So he understood the golfing world better. Talk about high achievers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who would
struggling to make the cut. You've got runner-up in 2022 to Maya Stark, fellow Swede Johanna Gustafsson. She's at 6 over as well. So we've seen players who have performed well at this tournament, including a two-time back-to-back winner in Megan McLaren, who is all intents and purposes looking like she'll probably miss the cut.
Just coming up a little shy there for Shannon Tan. Going to be so interested to watch this young lady play today because she has an enormous amount of talent.
Yeah.
And she has done some incredible...
Played all yesterday, Sam, and the first good chunk of hours this morning, maybe 3 or 4 without any breeze. And I can tell you that this course's defence is the breezes that blow here regularly, and it's just starting to get up here from the northeast, which is the traditional sort of summer breeze here. So from 109, she's probably playing a bit further than that at the moment. And she's just come up short of a big ridge in the middle of the green. Otherwise, it might have fed down to the flag. But not a bad shot, but just a few metres short into...
Mile on the back left. So it's not going to be the easiest...
Big swinging boat.
It won't be the easiest of reads. And also the pace.
Big swinging putt here from right to left, and it's all about the pace because it's downhill for the majority of the journey here, Sandy.
Oh, you can see how much turn that looked like it was.
Mentioned a minute ago today of 143. The pin was at the front right yesterday, and it's at the back middle today. And I can tell you, like most of these holes, severe drop-offs off the back of the green, and with the wind behind, that's the big danger. And we're just about to see that danger come to life.
Wow, that was a huge bounce that took. The green is very firm up the back there and not giving herself a lot of room with that pin so far back.
See.
Yeah, she's got a decent lie though, fortunately here. Only about 10 metres to the flag.
Get in.
Go
on.
Don't.
Go on. Yes, indeed.
You're kidding me. Well, that wasn't such a hard shot, Mark.
There was always 2 in that, Sandy, I thought.
Wow, that is... Well, that's a bonus. I mean, that's such a bonus. And especially a talent hand has... taking on a lot of that bunker running along the right-hand side of the screen.
She's got a great lie too.
So she's got 99 metres of a perfect lie and 1 metre either way, and it's a totally different shot because it rolls out into 5 different directions, but Tan from 99 metres.
And the upside, that's a great shot.
The easiest of the 3.
This might be the easiest putt she'll have all day. This is dead straight uphill, if anything, and not much to it at all. This is a fantastic position for Tan to, I guess, continue the momentum of that magnificent shot she holed for Birdie back on the 3rd.
Oh, just letting that leak to the right. And she'll be disappointed in that. That was a great opportunity to come back with.
One of the pros here at Magenta Shores, and I think they're really working into something. I've got that feeling. And I do think also that Shannon Tan has to settle herself after that hole. That rattled her a bit, I reckon, looking at her eyes.
Pin just 8
I think she's okay.
Oh, nice bit of spin on that back
Better
towards
than okay.
the flag. That's very, very good.
The bounce back shot is a factor in golf, Sandy. How big a factor is it, do you think, that the very next shot you play after suffering a disappointing hole or a disappointing shot, the bounce back shot?
Oh, it can be a game changer, absolutely, if you can all of a sudden...
Well, it's such a crucial requirement, especially in women's golf, even more so than men. Accuracy is what probably separates the product itself of women's golf from the men's golf. Are all going for distance and length and all that kind of stuff. But what is the real feature of women's golf is accuracy. And if you want to make it on the very best tours, Shannon Tan's birdie putt here, got it. That's the bounce back factor. And she gets the shot back that she gave up. Oh, God, this is really going to be so difficult because I'm never going to have the same shot. I'm never going to have even if I hit every fairway middle, I'm never going to have the same shot from hole to hole. So embracing that challenge of having to think back through every single technique that you've learnt and that you have to adjust, that you have to make.
And it's manufacturing. It's being able to come up with something that might not always be.
But for now, this is all Shannon Tan, and it's a green light flag all the way. But she's nipped it nicely.
Oh, wow, that is one very, very nice shot from
Her regular caddy, Rob.
So this from relatively long range, it will have its issues, humps and hollows and swales.
Big break to her right as it loses speed.
Oh, wow. That was a very...
Even on those long putts, and this is a good indicator because she's left herself the ideal par putt here, just 2 feet up the hill.
Just not happy and comfortable.
Got some No, there's an aerobatics plane flying above us over this beautiful entrance coastline here, Sandy. So she just backed away to make herself comfortable and she knocks in a par putt. So that's a good result.
So to be looking at those par fives, right, that's where I need to make my birdies. And she's gone on and made 7 other birdies for the day. So that will be disappointing as we watch Shannon Tan tee shot at 9.
As we said a few times, she's at 5 under at the moment in a tie for 8th. If the putter can catch up to where the rest of her game seems to be, then she might be able to mount a challenge in the more testing afternoon conditions. And that is a fine drive. Just
has found the centre of the fairway.
Yeah, and she's got 134 metres, Sandy, and if anything, a backboard to help get this ball to stop when it lands too. So she's got an unusually direct number to fly this ball and have it stop. So 134, breeze off the left and into a little bit, but she's flared that to the right just a tad. No, that's not just a tiny tad, maybe, just a tiny tad. Further left down this hill. She'd be in a world of pain. It's actually going to be Shannon Tan to play from the right rough first.
Just another awkward.
Still well too far out to get home into. Yeah. Sorry, Sandy.
No, I was just saying she's got the sandy lie here on the upslope. Ball's above her feet, so just needs to get this back into play.
And she's hit a topspin forehand down the line. It's going to keep running, which is probably a good result because it's back in the middle of the fairway and still gaining distance, but not her best strike based on the wind and the hill. I'd say that looks like it's got more legs.
Yeah, thanks, Hazy. In flight, you've called it brilliantly, and that's just exactly what the doctor ordered into that wind.
Again, she's given herself
5 or 6 feet here, Sandy, and it's fairly much downhill, but fairly straight as well.
That's massive for Justice. Puts her at 8 under in a tie for 3rd with Bronte Law. Second birdie of the day. To get back to even for her round, Shannon Tan.
Oh. And the continuation of those little blocks to the right there, Sam, unfortunately, just hasn't overcome that yet, and that's a costly miss. She's made a couple of decent putts today, but she's missed, I'd say, 3 really short birdie tries now.
Yeah, definitely.
9 with Shannon Tan getting caught in the long grass.
Yeah, and I think there was a shot.
10.
Yeah, I think there was a shot as that one just leaks past to the right hand side, which has been the story of her putting day. There was also the adjudication that needed to occur when she was in the bunker.
Yeah, so they've lost
early.
a bit of ground, but then it puts pressure on now because they obviously are a good hole behind, so they need to put their roller skates on a little bit.
It's actually interesting, guys, because It's not rude from the other players, but they've actually jumped up ahead onto the 13th tee already to be in position when Tan hits this putt in, hopefully, but they're in position ready to go to try and make up a bit of this time.
And she cleans up. And there'll be many who'll be furiously tweeting or somewhere on social media. So third hole in one that we've had, as we're seeing Shannon Tan on 13 now, the scene of Bronte Law's hole in one. We're on the par 4, 14th hole, 318 metres.
On her playing partners, they'll be standing there thinking, oh, come on, just get a club and hit it.
Yeah. I think that's doubly so, Sandy, because I don't think it mattered what club she chose, as long as it got out over the bunker's lip.
Yeah,
it was never going to make the green, so she's going to be playing next as well.
I just, on the golf course, had the best time. Like, we just laughed virtually the whole way around, and I don't know why or what it was with Joan, but she was my one player. I didn't concentrate very well with her because we had such a good laugh. But there's not a bad shot just beyond the flag. So this is 4 par.
And this is still all of 15 feet, Sandy, and coming from her left and back down the hill as well when it lies.
Caught a bit of the hole there as well. So it's going to be another drop shot for Shannon Tan. Now that's going to be plus hearted about it all to an extent, but then at the same time you can just see the frustration, like, you know, really, what have I got to do?
Spending a fair bit of time in the sand is Shannon Tan. And this is another really tricky one from a fair way out, Hazy.
Yeah, she's got to give this a fair lash, but she's probably got the stick to get this there from 95. Probably not helping the wind in her face, though, and it's going to come up just shy.
Bit of work to do here, Hazy.
Almost a flat one. Yeah, almost a flat one, Sam, only from 10 feet.
It's a good roll.
Yeah, no problem there. It's been a real mixed bag for Shannon Tan today. She had a little bit of everything. And she doesn't like that one. Ooh.
I reckon she's found the same spot as Justice Bos.
From 10 feet here. Beautifully hole putt and a little fist pump too from Shannon Tan.
Yeah, that's 2 impressive par putts made on the last couple of holes for Shannon Tan. They weren't gimmies by any stretch, Sandy.
No, absolutely not. And very talented young player from Singapore initially.
Shannon Tan here, a couple of clutch par saves. She's really gone after that. Almost spun herself around. And has got every bit of it on the right-hand side. That'll work nicely back towards the corridor. Justice Bosio did birdie the par 5 11th and the par